What's going on, people? Just started this game about a little while ago. I thought I'd start up, try something more difficult because I got bored way too easily with this. So, what more fun than to give yourself a little bit of a challenge? We're gonna go ahead and I don't want to put too hard right now because I'm god awful at this game. Anyways, yeah, so what we're going to do is we are going to go in and we're going to go to the middle of the world, and if you don't know what that means, basically just means that that's where the shit show of the game is. Got all of the mutated zombies or whatever just lurking around there. So I'm going to go in blind and try to get like a little bit of weapons before I go in. And yeah, we're gonna have fun with that. So basically, if you don't know how this game works, you just get a lot of resources and you try to survive, but on every 7th night the zombies basically they hunt you down, they run, they try to kill you, and it's basically a shit show. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get a couple resources here. Once I get a bow and a club and all that shit, we're gonna go ahead and head right there. I guess we're gonna see where that is. We're a little ways off from that. But I'm sure we can make good time. Things you definitely want to bring with you to the middle city are going to be, assload of basic resources like wood and stone, only because there's not a lot of that in the city. Most of it's like destroyed and infested with zombies. So we're going to try to get as much of that as we can before we go in there. Like I said, I don't want to have too much of resources to where it's not really of a challenge. So I'm going to try to go out there on the first night, get that out of the way, and hopefully by then we should be golden. Alright. I just pray that it's going to be in a bad location, because if you're new, depending on the biome that you spawn in, like right now I'm in the plains biome, if you spawn in and you're in the wasteland biome, and there's two kinds of wastelands that I know of. One's like burnt and everything's like, it's like a burnt forest almost. Another one's kind of like a bombed wasteland. Bomb wasteland is the worst. Dogs, ferals, shit that runs really fast. But yeah. And on top of that, if you get a city that's spawned on top of that, you have the extra challenge of that being there. I got lucky, I found a house right here. Doesn't seem like there's any zombies around because it's so early in the game right now. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some of this stuff out of the way. I need a land claim block. Placing anything good. One thing you're gonna want in the game is leather, because when you need to make a forge, you're gonna need lots of leather, and if you're kind of in like a foresty area, it's gonna be hard. Or if you're not in a foresty area, it's gonna be kind of hard to get the resources you need. And if you didn't know what I just did there, there's these little metal frames that cover up holes in the ground, so you can sometimes get lucky resources. But instead of breaking that thing, which would take a god-awful amount of time, I just broke it instead, because I'm lazy. Or I just went around instead. So, God, I need every resource I can get right now. Food and water are going to be pretty hard to find while I'm there. I need to figure out how to get this broadcast bar out of the way real quick. I think the biggest challenge early on is going to be the amount of zombies and the shit amount of weapons I have. I want to at least get enough stone to make weapons for now. I got lucky. Spawning in the plains, you get a lot of these yucca plants. Or cactus, whatever you want to call them. They have both. Get these right now, so that way when you need food later on, you have something. And they're also good for, I think, making juice if you don't have water, because probably not going to have a lot of that either. You know, most people, when they play this game, they have like a set, like, I don't know, I would say goal, kind of like a set way to do things. So when they play, it's like a lot easier for them, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I know a little bit, but I don't really have a strategy going in here. I'm just going in blind. You know, hopefully it won't be too bad. I know I won't be able to survive like 24/7 in the city, because there's like no resources. There's no like clay or anything. It just makes it hard to build a good defensible base. I am horrible at hunting deer. Probably should save my arrows rather than shooting at him. But it would be really good to get some good things early on. No, I'm not gonna waste my arrows on him. my main concern is getting to where I need to go as soon as possible. I'm sure there'll be plenty of stone in the city, so I'm not going to get too much of that right now. I'm going to get enough to live off of for now, but until then it's going to be pretty easy getting resources. So far as stone, you'll see what I mean. So I do want to build my own base, but I'm not going to be able to do that really early on. So we're going to survive the first couple of nights in a already made shelter. But yeah, definitely make as many arrows as possible, because those are the strongest weapon that you can get early on, at least in my opinion. Club is great, but you're kind of guaranteed a safe distance with a bow. My aim's not horrible, so we'll see where we end up going. I'm gonna try to get out there. Probably leave at 1400. That gives me a little bit of time to get resources and then kind of make a base. I always forget how early on resources are really hard to get. I think each resource, like a stone or a tree, they have like the hit points on them, and they have a set amount of resources in them. So the more damage you do, the more resources at a time you get, but like you're still gonna get, let's just say a tree gave you 300 wood, you're still gonna get the 300 wood no matter how much damage you do, you're just gonna get that wood faster. So sitting here doing 2 damage is really a pain early on. And having like trash stamina. We're gonna get see, I got lucky and got him on my second hit. He came back. The problem is, now that I have raw food on me, I'm going to be attracting zombies like crazy. So we're going to try to get that cooked and ready to go now. So that way I can eat it when I need to and not have to just hold it on me the whole time I play. I'm gonna go ahead and make a bedroll just because you can place it down just right when you get where you need to go. Look, my goal is to try not to die, but like I said, I'm like horrible at this game. So we're gonna try to go as long as we can without dying. That's probably everybody's goal though. Nobody wants to play this game and die. I know a lot of people like to use coal as their resource for fuel, but I know late game coal is a necessity for making bullets, so I try to stockpile up on coal as much as I can early game. Just because that one bullet could probably save your life, so to speak. Can't pick up that campfire, so we're gonna go ahead and see what we have. We need a little more stone. We have a small amount of arrows. I'd like to have a lot more right now. It's so bad seeing how all these axes break so early. We're definitely going to have to come back out of the city to get more resources, because we don't have enough right now as it is, but we're going to try to go. That's 1400 now. Try to get this one tree down and then leave. Good thing from these like destroyed trees is that they have coal in them for some reason, so it's kind of a win-win for resources. Luckily we got corn and yucca fruit pretty early on, so once we get some iron tools we can get a garden going and we won't have to worry about food as much. I know there are some places in the city that have like watering holes in them, but for now we don't have a cooking pot or anything crazy like that. Unfortunately this house is garbage, so doesn't really have a lot of good resources in it. Oh my god, it's taking forever. Issues, and now I have to finish this tree. I know that the more stamina you have, the more damage you do. You get resources faster. I heard him sneak up on me. I got so lucky though. I had used all my stamina. Would have had none left to fend him off. Definitely getting infected early game is probably one of the worst things that can happen to you. Especially because there's not a lot of medical supplies early on. Alright. So, it's getting pretty late now. I really need to go if I'm gonna get there on time, because it's like it's over a kilometer away. It's almost 2 kilometers away. There's no way we're gonna make that. So we can try though. We can get lucky. we find another house on the way, we'll probably have to stay there. This is one thing I don't do right now. I don't travel at night because I'm shit and I will die. So if we can't make it, we're gonna build up for the night and chill there. But like I said, the problem is I have food on me now, so I'm gonna be attracting a lot of attention no matter where I go. So we have about 6 game hours left until nighttime. I'm gonna try a shot on this deer, and if I miss, we're gonna leave. Alright, whatever. No, I got lucky early on. Feathers are really important early game. Even late game too. Never discount feathers. See how far we've got left. We could probably make it. I don't do math, but we can probably make it. If not, looks like we got a little campsite up here. Come back to and search. The only thing that's worth checking for me right now is the tree stump, because the tree stumps usually do have good loot in them and backpacks. Bad can of food. Definitely use a can of food. Tree stump had a cooking grill, which is great for raw meat. I'll have to come back to that site later. I just can't kill all those zombies right now and get to our goal, so we did get lucky with food though. There are zombies everywhere right now. Maybe I think this path is gonna lead to the city, just because that's what it looks like it's gonna be. Every city has 1 or 2 roads leading in and out of it. Damn it. Unlucky. If you shoot a deer in the head once, that's enough to kill it. Anywhere else, no dice. Take a while. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to hunt very much longer. I'd rather save my arrows for the city. But we're going to keep trucking. Good clay patch. Oh, there's the green smog and this giant fucking hill. Jesus Christ. Yes, never run down a hill like me, because you will break your legs. These hills will fuck you up. Anyways, we're here. There's creepy ass shit. You know what? We don't care. If I die, I die. There's only one zombie I'm really worried about. Not even a zombie. Basically a dog. Basically a dog. These places are usually really good for setting up. The ones that look like this. Mainly because they have like a 3rd story room. And there's a lot of them. Some of them are really bad. Some of them are really good. I don't remember if it's this one. There's a dog. Come on, Sparky, fight me, bitch. I don't always get anxiety, but when I do... Spider zombie. Not good. I need to drop this meat as soon as possible. And get out of sight. Alright guys, we made it. And now we're gonna try not to die. First thing, drop your meat. Don't play with your meat. They come for it. They want it. You can take that in whatever way you want. The only guy that's gonna get up here though is the spider zombie. So that's gonna suck. But for right now, we're pretty good. We have shelter, sort of. Not really. We have a little bit of food and some resources. And look, I just found a shit ton of 9mm and a treasure map. Don't need two treasure maps though. Thanks, Taylor. Thanks for your very unhelpfulness. Jesus. I've only dug up a treasure chest one time. Didn't really get anything great from it. Well, it depends. I got 300 9mm bullets. But if you don't like 9mm like me, then it's not really that great. But I guess everything's got a purpose. We're gonna box ourselves in here. Now you can see why getting that wood was important. Said not good, not great. If anything, it's to help them not see us at night, which would be horrible. And yeah. Nighttime's gonna be pretty boring. I'm just gonna sit here. Mainly because I will get fucked. How about this? Put that motherfucker down. And what is a home without a front door? Alright, cool beans. We're safe-ish now. We have shelter. Kind of. Food, kind of. And yeah, dogs early on are going to be the bane of my existence. Oh. And my structure collapsing for some reason. Great. You know what? We don't need a roof. It's a little rain. Oh yeah, that's why we need a roof. So if you don't know, spider zombies will climb up walls and murder you in your sleep, so that's why walls are good. That really did 50 damage. Christ. I would eat this, but you can see over here that it kills your hydration. So until I'm really hungry and my water's low, because if your water's at 0%, minus 6.9% is not going to do anything, so that's when you want to drink your water, is after that. So we're going to do that. I don't need to carry this much food on me. All of these are bad for your hydration. That one's not bad. Got lucky lamb rations. Usually the white containers give you like 20 something food. So those are pretty good to have. The problem is I can't really do much right now, only because if you make noise, they sense you. If you move, they sense you. And what we don't need are running zombies. So we're gonna go ahead and get most of this crap out of our inventory. We're low on stone, which kind of sucks, but I mean, we pretty much barely got here in time. Don't really need a lot of these resources. Animal fat's good for torches. It's not that dark right now, so we're gonna keep that. I always scrap these arrowheads. Not really important. Basic arrows are pretty good on their own. At least I think. I like to keep cloth on me, because if you break a leg, it's what you need to make a splint. Leather. We're gonna need that leather later on. You didn't know, you can turn animal hide into leather by scrapping it or going here. If you scrap it, you're not going to get a lot of it, but if you craft it, you're going to get, you know, your money's worth out of it. Don't need that. Paper's good for shotgun shells, so don't think of paper as trash. You'll want it, I guarantee it. Cooking grills basically, so I cooked charred meat earlier because I didn't have the cooking grill at the time. It's basically like the easiest way to make food, but it's not as good. Grilled meat is a bit better, but still it's better than nothing at all, so. I want to make these arrows as soon as possible. I need my stone that I have right now to repair tools. But once we get those tools out of the way, then we should be able to make the rest of our feathers. I'm trying to think. We didn't really see a lot of buildings on our way in. We kind of just ran away. But it looks like the corner of this building doesn't look destroyed. Like if you look at the rest of these buildings where we came in last time, or in the beginning, these were all destroyed. Over here, even this one I'm in, this one here. Don't know if there's anything here yet, Could be here too. A lot of these are destroyed buildings. But it's good that this is the plains. So these brown patches are going to be a lot of clay, which is important for making basically everything. Clay, clay, clay. But if you dig up the first layer of the destroyed stone that's like on the ground, you get the grass. You basically get this layer underneath. So it's kind of, if you dig down far enough, you can actually get a lot of the resources that are outside. Like I said in the beginning, if you get like a destroyed biome or a wasteland biome on top of a city or underneath a city, it's really hard because then you have those characteristics of the biome underneath. Like both of the wasteland biomes do not have clay in them. And then the spider zombie making a lot of noise right now. So we're gonna go. I'm trying to think what we really need. I need to heal. I'm gonna have to eat that food. And unfortunately, they're probably gonna sentence me. Yep, because when you eat the meat, for some reason, it pulls it out of the box, and you start to smell bad. But I need to eat that meat to heal, because I don't want to waste my band-aid. Because speaking of band-aids, I should make one. Don't want to waste a bandage, because it stops bleeding, and if you get hit by a dog, you start to bleed 9 out of 10 times. So even if you end up killing a dog, but you're bleeding, you're probably gonna die anyways. So that's why you need to have a bandage, or worst case, a painkiller, all times. I have exactly 12. I'm gonna have to make juice out of it. I don't want to waste my food like that, but we're gonna need plenty more drinks than food right now. Because again, you can't boil your food without a cooking pot. I mean, boil your water, Jesus. You can't boil your water without a cooking pot. And cooking pot's pretty important for making food and water. But anyways. We're gonna need to find a wrench. No, never mind. I'm thinking way too far. We don't need a wrench right now. We need more leather, animal hide. You can get those from bookstores. Are pretty good. They have leather chairs that you can destroy. That's where I got this leather from. We need clay, 2 iron pipes. You can get those at stores to just destroy the toilets. And then 50 stone, we can get that, no problem. All this stuff is for the forge right here. Bellows, that's what you need the animal hide for. 50 clay, 50 stone, 1 short iron pipe. You need another one for the bellows, I believe. Bellows. Yeah, you need one. So getting that should be no problem. Once we get a forge going, we can make better tools and grow our own food. Growing yuccas would be the best because you can juice them with water. For those of you that don't know, every time you craft a tool or a weapon, you gain experience for that crafting. Like, if I craft a stone axe, which is a tool. Every time I craft it, my tool skill goes up, and the higher skill you have for that, the better it'll be. Like, so I started with level 1, and I've been making them as I go along. So let's see if I can find it. Now it's at 11. Where is it? Toolsmithing. Yeah, so as this bar fills up and you level it up, it upgrades these right here, which make it a lot easier to have better tools. If it weren't for the dogs, this would be a lot easier. We need to... I want to make my own base, but we really need to secure this place as much as possible for now. In order to make our own base, we need a large supply of resources at hand. Let's see what's going on outside. Oh yeah, there's the store that I was talking about on the map. Let's see what's out there. There's a workshop. That's good. We could probably get a wrench from that workshop, which would be helpful early. Bar. More destroyed buildings. That looks like a parking garage. There. There's a bee. I know that if you kill them you can get honey. I kind of want to build my base on that parking garage. On the top floor. That'd be pretty cool, honestly. I don't want to attract any attention up here. Another destroyed office building. It looks like a police officer zombie. There's no way I could kill him. The best way to survive in this game is knowing what you can and can't handle. If you can't kill a zombie, then you need to figure out how to get rid of it another way, like losing it, running away from it. That sort of thing. I just hope there are not any ferals in this city already, because we cannot kill a feral with a bow and arrow. Let's face it. Not possible at all. Like, I'm not horrible at this game, but I'm not good enough to kill most of these things. I'm kind of like the knowledge guy. Like, I know how to play. I know what's good to do, but not really good at playing it that well. But yeah, once it hits daytime, we're gonna go out and check out those buildings. Try not to die in the process. Actually, I think I'm going to end it right here and continue the next episode once daytime starts up. So, yeah, thank you for watching. If you stuck around long enough, you didn't get bored. If you did get bored, well, you're probably not here right now, so whatever. But yeah. Try to not die next episode either, so yeah.